The Nintendo Switch console is a massive success, having sold over 140 million units as of June 2024, far surpassing its competitors, the Xbox Series X and PS5. Since most Switch games are exclusive to the console, demand for these games remains consistently high. Nintendo skillfully generates anticipation for upcoming titles through press releases, teasers, and social media buzz. By creating hype well before release, they can price their games accordingly. The more interest a game generates, the higher its retail price, and Nintendo knows its loyal fan base will pay for quality entertainment. Firstly, Nintendo's brand identity is a crucial factor. Unlike many of its competitors, Nintendo has cultivated a reputation for producing consistently high quality and, but more importantly, family-friendly games. This reputation means that games like The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Animal Crossing New Horizons are seen not just as products, but as long-term investments in entertainment. This perception of value helps keep prices stable over time. Consumers trust that Nintendo games will provide a high level of enjoyment and replayability, which justifies a premium price even years after release. Let's be real, when was it that you saw Mario Kart drop in price? Video games have evolved beyond mere toys for nerds. They are now collectible items. Vintage games, especially those in mint condition, are highly sought after by collectors. Nintendo's first-party titles fall into this category. Limited supply, coupled with the enduring appeal of franchises like Mario, Link, and Pikachu, drives demand. Gamers recognize that these titles are not just products but long-term investments in entertainment. As a result, physical copies retain value, and unopened Switch games become prized collector's items. Nintendo's control over its ecosystem also plays a significant role, for better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Unlike other platforms that might see a proliferation of sales and discounts through various digital storefronts, Nintendo's eShop maintains tighter control over its first-party pricing. Physical copies of games also tend to retain their value due to limited production runs and the collectible nature of some releases. By avoiding frequent sales and significant discounts, Nintendo preserves the perceived value of its titles. This strategy contrasts with the approach of many other game publishers, who often engage in aggressive discounting to maintain sales momentum. The scarcity principle also plays a part. Nintendo often limits the supply of both its hardware and software, creating a sense of exclusivity and urgency among consumers. This perceived scarcity can drive demand and maintain higher prices, as consumers are less likely to wait for a price drop when they fear the product might become unavailable. Nintendo employs a business model that emphasizes long-term profitability over short-term gains. This model is evident in their handling of game releases and pricing strategies. By keeping prices steady, Nintendo can ensure a steady revenue stream over the years, rather than relying on the initial surge of sales followed by a rapid drop-off. This approach also encourages a perception of timelessness and quality, reinforcing the idea that Nintendo games are worth their price at any point in their life cycle. Another reason is the enduring popularity of Nintendo's first-party franchises. Characters like Mario, Link, and Pikachu have transcended video gaming to become cultural icons. This has created a lasting demand for games featuring these characters, ensuring that titles featuring these beloved icons continue to sell well long after their initial release. The constant demand prevents the necessity of price drops to stimulate sales, as new generations of gamers are continually introduced to these classic characters and their adventures. Finally, consumer behavior and market expectations reinforce this pricing strategy. Nintendo fans have grown accustomed to the company's pricing policies and often expect to pay more for games that carry the Nintendo brand. This expectation creates a self-sustaining cycle where the perceived value and the actual market price align closely, reducing pressure on Nintendo to discount their products. The stability of Nintendo Switch game prices is a result of deliberate brand management, the enduring appeal of iconic franchises, strategic control over the sales ecosystem, and consumer expectations. Nintendo's approach prioritizes long-term brand value and consumer trust over short-term sales tactics, allowing the company to maintain higher prices for its games. This strategy not only ensures consistent revenue but also reinforces the high-quality, timeless appeal of Nintendo's gaming experiences. By understanding these factors, it becomes clear why Nintendo Switch games are less likely to see significant price drops compared to their counterparts on other platforms. And if Nintendo's next console is fully backward compatible with the Switch, don't expect to see Switch games drop in price.